Safe to say this isn't your first workout?
No, it's not. Yeah.
What's the number and how many this one?
Yeah, it's my 12th workout. So yeah, it's definitely been a grind, but it's been a blessing at the same time for sure.
So anything to distinguish this workout with the Lakers? Anything that you noticed, either from the coaching or guys you've worked out against, or how you play?
Yeah, I think the Lakers have been one of my best workouts. Obviously, getting brought back for a second time has been great. So kind of getting familiar with everybody, getting to say hi to the coaches again for a second time, and getting to talk to Rob Pelinka and everything like that. So it's been an honor to come here, and obviously the prestige of the Lakers is a dream. So it was obviously amazing to be here.
And then last one for me, of course, the draft is just coming up in a couple of days. So what is your current headspace about that? Have you learned anything throughout all of these workouts that would inform anything for you?
Yeah, I think for me, it's just looking for the best opportunity possible. If that's getting drafted, if that's going undrafted, I just want an opportunity and be in an organization where they value me, value my skill set, and work with me with some of my deficiencies. So I think the Lakers could be a great fit. I think there's some other teams around the league who would be a great fit, but ultimately it's just finding the right organization. If that's getting drafted or not drafted, that's up to the teams, but I'm willing to do whatever it takes to make it in this league.
Cole, has there been any other teams that invited you back a second time?
Yeah, so I got invited back by the Bucks and the Hawks for 2 workouts.
What goes into that? I mean, have you, like when you came in today, are they asking for you to do different things, or is it just different because the group is different? What's sort of the mechanics of a second workout?
Yeah, I think obviously when you get invited back for a second workout, they like what you did the first time. So just trying to build off of that, stay within what you do, and obviously I'm just gonna be true to myself, and hopefully they like me for who I am. You know what I mean? If not, then it's another team. But for me, it's all about just coming in, doing what I did last time, and obviously proving some things that I may be deficient at, and proving that I've improved on those since the last time. So obviously this process is a grind. You know what I mean? You got to take care of your body, but I think just getting invited around for a second time is like, all right, like these teams are maybe a little bit more interested than the other teams, and trying to take advantage of your opportunity.
So when you're unsure of your draft status, does it give you hope when you see someone like Austin Reeves have success? Makes you think that if I don't get drafted, there's still opportunities out there? Yeah,
I think that with the implementation of the 2-way contract, it's opened up a lot of opportunities for guys like me, for guys like who may be uncertain of the draft status. So for me, honestly, it's just about finding the right fit. And like I said, I'm willing to go undrafted. I'll be ecstatic to be drafted. But at the end of the day, there's guys like Duncan Robinson who signed 5-year, $90 million contracts. There's been guys like Max Strus and Gabe Vincent and obviously Austin Reeves, the way see what he's done this year. And even guys like Mason Jones, you know what I mean, seeing how they developed with the Lakers G League team this year. So I think there's a lot of value in being undrafted now where maybe before it wouldn't have been.
Did you say this was your last workout?
It's my last workout.
So what do you do now over the next 48 hours until Thursday when everything's gonna start moving? How do you kind of, like, what's your plan?
Yeah, for sure. I think now it's just talking to my agent, talking to all the people around me, getting around my family, going home. So I've been home for one day at a time this whole entire process. So hanging out with my family, and then obviously just talking to my agent, seeing what the best fits are and what to expect going into draft night.
Cool. You shot a high percentage on a big volume of threes, with 197 that you got up last year. How have you rounded out, like, the rest of your game, and what do you think translates to the NBA level?
Yeah, I think the reason why I'm here is because of my shooting. You know what I mean? I shot 41% from 3, 40% back-to-back years, and obviously with my size, and I think my rebounding will translate to the NBA level. I think my shooting will translate immediately. And honestly, for me, it's all about just playing within myself. You know what I mean? Playing with guys like LeBron and AD and Russ. You know what I mean? They need guys like me for space, and obviously being 6'10" helps with that as well. But I think for me, it's getting into the league and doing what I do well, and then obviously expanding off of that throughout my time.
What's it feel like to say that? Like, you just very casually mentioned like how you play with like LeBron James and Anthony Davis.
It's still a dream. You know what I mean? I'm saying it because I can see the fit, but it's still not like I still haven't been around those guys and see how they operate every single day. So for me, it's cool to say, but at the same time, it's one of those things where it's obviously hopefully I'm in a position where I can play with those guys.
Dave on Zoom.
Hey Cole, how's it going? What type of questions have you gotten in this process about playing the 2-3 zone at Syracuse? And obviously there's been a slew of NBA players who've used their Syracuse experience to help them in the league. What's your answer to the teams that are skeptical about that type of defense?
You're a Syracuse guy, right?
Yeah. Thank you.
My man.
What's up, my guy? Sorry, I couldn't be there in person.
My man, no, I knew he was a Syracuse guy, but
Yeah.
no, obviously that's a main question throughout the NBA. You know what I mean? Obviously, I transferred to Syracuse from Villanova. I'm primarily man-to-man team, and I think the main questions I've been getting is, do you think your defense will translate to the NBA? Obviously, coming from Syracuse, because that's the rep on Syracuse guys, and then also just like to ask me about the transfer. Why did I transfer? What were some of the reasons? And for me, while answering that question, it was all about fit. You know what I mean? In Syracuse, they used their shooters a lot more than they did at Villanova. And honestly, for me, with Jermaine Samuels and Colin Gillespie coming back, two great players, I saw a better fit at Syracuse. You know what I mean? So I appreciate the question from a Syracuse alum, and go Orange.
All right, go Orange.
Can you play the defense, Dave?
Brad, we're talking about Cole here, all right? Let's
Yes, sir, I'm good.
Have you guys ready? Go ahead. How just starstruck are you by being around the Lakers, a franchise that I'm sure you've idled from afar, but never really had a chance to get up close?
I walked in today, I was kind of starstruck. Like I was really born into this team. Like my dad and Kobe won championships when I was born, and now it's me putting on the Lakers gear, and I was. No, it's crazy. I was speechless, kind of. I've never been in this facility before. I've been the old one, but just looking down and seeing I had a Lakers number 6 on. Hopefully LeBron don't get mad. I got his practice jersey on, but it's amazing to be here. It's such a blessing. From a team I grew up watching. My dad won championships with this team, and now that I have on the Lakers stuff, it's amazing. It's a dream come true.
Sounds a little bit like coming home for you.
It is. Yeah, I haven't been back to LA in a long time. Told my family how the Lakers workout, and they're all excited. Grandma really excited, because they never would have thought like I'll be in this position. We always just thought my dad was going to be in the Lakers gear, but now it's me getting a chance to put on these colors. So it's awesome.
Speaking of your dad, you following his giant footsteps, I guess I should say, since I covered the dude. My bad, little footsteps, but the idea that you're trying to have your own path. How much pressure do you feel following him, knowing that he was this iconic, still this iconic figure?
One thing about me, I don't really keep the word pressure in my vocabulary. Pressure does make diamonds. I feel like me and him have a whole different story now. I went through some things that he didn't go through. He was the number 1 pick in the draft, and I kind of had to grind to get here. I had to grind a lot. I had to go through some stuff these past 4 years, foot injuries, heart surgeries, and I don't really look to be in his shadow. I know it's always going to be there, comparison. Every kid's going to get compared to their dad who does the same thing as them. So that's going to be there. It doesn't bother me. I don't really believe in pressure. I feel like I play my own style of game, and me and him are different players. He was a back down, dunk on you, 7'1", 300 pounds. I'm 6'10". 215, I don't play that back down game. The bigs in the league now, bring the ball up, shoot threes. I think he only has 1 3 in his whole career. No disrespect, but you got to be able to knock the shot down now. So I feel like I play a whole different game than he does.
Who was your favorite player growing up? Shaq or Kobe?
Out of them, it was my dad for sure. My dad was my favorite player. When I come to the Lakers game, I always had the yellow 3-4 jersey on. I still got my Kobe jersey. But my favorite player actually growing up with LeBron. And my dad knows that. But out of my dad and Kobe was for sure my dad. I was my dad's biggest fan when I was a little kid. I used to go to every single game, seeing him and Kobe do that, seeing him then win championships. I used to go to the parades, all that stuff. So I've been around this franchise for a long time.
Yeah, me too.
I'll go to Dave on Zoom. Go ahead, Dave.
Oh, Dave's on Zoom.
Hey, Sharif, all right. With the stuff you alluded to, the physical challenges you've gone through, where are you at with that? At what point did you feel like you turned the corner with that? And, is there any type of concern deep in the back of your mind about that being something that could linger in your NBA days?
No, I remember it was few years ago at LSU, I called my mom and I was like, today was the first day I played basketball and I didn't think about my heart. I feel like that was the turn for me. I'm healthy. Like, I got a scar on my chest. I went through that. So what? I don't think about that no more. It's not gonna stop me from playing basketball. If it mentally got to me, I wouldn't want to continue to play basketball. My whole goal is to get back and get to my goals and get to my dreams. I kind of treated that heart surgery like it was a sprain. I just wanted to get through it and then keep getting back to what I did. I don't think about it at all. Shane works for the Lakers. He was actually the person who saved my life. Shane, he's a trainer. So, we talked about it a little bit, but I don't have any problems with it. I don't think about it. The only reminder I have is a scar on my chest, but that doesn't bother me no more. I'm ready to play basketball.
And Sharif, just a quick follow-up. I think the Warriors won with 3 players whose fathers played in the NBA. Just being around the game the way you have through your dad, how do you think that has prepped you for this process?
Just see how hard they work. Actually, Gary Payton, who won the championship with the Warriors, he's known me since I was born too. Our dads played together here on the Heat, and he's just always been around. I was just on the phone with him. I forgot what game it was. It was before the championship game, but they work hard for that, and experience helps a lot. The Warriors had a lot of experience. The Lakers had a lot of experience going there. When my dad and Kobe were winning, they won 3 in a row. They knew how to win, and how hard they worked. And Kobe worked really, really hard. He wanted to win so bad. And, me seeing that from a young age, I feel like I know what it takes to win the championship and to win. And, you got to do whatever it takes. And especially with an organization like this, with someone like LeBron, who's been to the finals numerous of times, he knows what it takes. So you got to listen to the leaders and, do what you got to do to win for sure. So I feel like I've been around enough, known a lot of people and talked to a lot of people who won championships. And, I'm ready to get there one day for sure.
Thanks, Sharif.
You mentioned the foot injuries, and I know that's kind of been a thing the last couple of years. Do you feel like, especially the last couple of years, we still get to see sort of the full version of what your game is, and what do you think? What kind of player do you think you are at your best?
Yeah, I feel like I haven't gotten a real chance to show, what I used to do back in high school. I don't count high school basketball as really my full potential, but I feel like I was never really at it because I was playing with an unhealthy heart my whole life and just got it fixed a few years ago. And, I'm getting back to it. I feel real good. I work every day. One day, that full potential is going to come out. Still got to get faster, stronger. Still got to improve everything. And people are going to see real soon, though. I'm ready to play basketball. I'm working, trying to get to my goals and dreams for sure. But I feel like people haven't seen that full Sharif yet, and I'm going to get to it for sure.
Go to Jacob on Zoom.
Hey, Sharif, I know you mentioned that you've had a different path than your dad, but have you kind of leaned on him for any advice during this whole pre-draft process?
Not gonna lie, I have not. Me and him kind of bumped heads about this process. He wanted me to stay in school. I wanted to bet on myself and go through this. He knows I'm working out for teams, but I'm not gonna lie, we ain't talking about this. I'm kind of just going through it, and he didn't do any pre-draft workouts. He just got straight on the team. So, it's a different grind, but, he didn't want me to do this. And I know he probably doesn't want me saying this, but it's all right. We're both grown. We'll get past it.
All right. Anyone else? What does it mean to you to kind of, with that dynamic, obviously you, in one sense, you're following your dad's footsteps, but you're kind of doing something on your own here. How does that kind of change the journey for you?
Wait, can you repeat that question? My bad.
Yeah, just does it make it kind of unique in that, you're making your own choice on this?
Yeah, it does make it, it kind of made it a little scary for me. He's big on education, and I feel like in college I wasn't getting an opportunity. I wasn't feeling like myself in college. I got that invite to the G League elite camp, and that opened a lot of doors for me. I said that before. I feel like that really brought me back and kind of showed a little bit of what I can do. And then, once I started getting calls from teams to work out, I was like, man, this is what I want to do. Like, I'm here. It's right in front of me. Just go for it. So I continued to work. He didn't like that idea at all. It sucks that he didn't like that idea, but, I'm a grown man. I'm 22 years old. I can make my own decisions. So, you know, it was right in front of my face. I'm not backing up from. I'm gonna go get it if I see it. So that's just how I'm built. You know, I take everything the same way. I took my heart surgery the same way. Being cleared was right in front of me. Being healthy was right in front of me. I went for it. I'm not backing down from no one. I know he's an NBA legend. I know he's my dad, but it's right in front of me. I had to go get it. So if he likes it or not, you know, it's not really gonna stop me from doing what I want to do. And like I said, I want to play basketball. I want to get it. So I'm here.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Sharif.
Appreciate it.
Really great to meet you.
Nice meeting you guys.
See you running around.
I know.